You know what's great is having a nice bouncy gait, walking, running, jumping, and there's an easy way you can do that. I do teach a lot of workshops on the feet and the legs and the knees and the hips, but this is a quick little self-touch thing to do before you go walking or after you've been hiking, before you go running or dancing or just any time of the day. So it focuses on the lower leg, and we're gonna touch our calf muscles, our Achilles tendon, and the plantar fascia on the foot, since they're all related to each other. So if we think about fascia, fascia is throughout the body, right? It's this net-like collagen fiber, and it wraps around individual muscle fibers, but then also around the whole muscle bundle. It kind of holds the muscle together and gives the muscle strength and integrity. And then the fascia turns into a thickening, and in some places it's a flat tendon called an aponeurosis, which we'll see, and then that tendon then attaches to bone. So it's the same thing that wraps around the muscle that turns into the tendon that is embeds into the bone. So first, you're going to, probably from sitting is best, on the floor or on a chair, but you're going to take your leg and just what we call sponge the calf. So your calf muscle, right? Your gastrocnemius and your soleus. We're going to think of the muscle like a sponge, and that we're squeezing water out. And you're not trying to dig your fingers into the sponge, it's just like a squeeze. So you're just taking your hand and kind of sponging the calf muscle. Sponge, sponge, sponge. And then you kind of see where your calf muscle ends, and there's a flatness. So that's that flat tendon, one of them, and this is just called the aponeurosis of the calf, and we're just kind of brushing that. It's kind of right where your sock would be, right? Your crew sock. Brushing that, and then when you go lower, closer to the ankle, that turns into more ropiness, right? The Achilles tendon. So we're going to tweezer the Achilles tendon. Now I can see you. And then from here, thinking how, you know, there's the calcaneus, and then on the bottom of the foot is the aponeurosis of the plantar fascia. So we're just going to kind of knuckle that. So fascia likes heat, it likes movement, and a little shearing like we're doing here to help create a more glidey surface. So you sponge, and you're breathing. You brush the flat part, tweezer, there's a little tenderness probably there. Tweezer the Achilles. So we're just, you know, increasing the communication between the whole system, right? We're kind of getting those proprioceptors going and communication going from the muscle all the way down to the fascia in the foot. Do a little comparison, because we always want to know, is what we're doing working? So I'm doing a little knee bend and noticing ankle, foot flexibility, balance, maybe even some hamstring change. So a little touch, a little focus can go a long way. So we'll do the other side. Sponging the calf, breathing. So each time you sponge the calf, you could think you're squeezing out water, aka tension, and letting it rehydrate and fill up with nice fresh water. And then we do the brushing of the flat part beneath the muscle. So that fascia's coming down from there. And fascia has a lot of proprioceptors, which communicates with the rest of the body and also with the brain, telling us where we are in space, etc., and coordinating. Tweezer, the Achilles tendon, the little tweezering. I like to move the ankle at the same time. I walk outside a lot, hence I have very dirty feet. They're stained, grass stained. And then rub with your knuckles on the bottom of your foot, encouraging the plantar fascia to be more slidey and glidey, adapting. Our foot is meant to adapt to the various terrain. So again, sponging, brushing, tweezering, and knuckling. That's the 4 parts. Okay? Good. Come up, go for a little walk. Notice if there's a little more what we call force absorption, right? Like our body is coming down and the earth is reacting. And so we want to have that good force absorption and the muscles and fascia communicating. And keep on walking, and I'll see you in class.